Anther is mainly focusing on
14th year at Anther Tech.
we treat customer as a partner, how large organizations work. Yeah, so that again inspired me. Decision is a strategy decision. Yeah.
Okay.
Since I was bootstrapping myself, once the product is set ready and ready to take off, then it will be a next level of a game I will be playing. BNI.
Technical is different from the entrepreneurship side.
And in networking, there is a rule. We treat customer as a partner, open source solution.
So how you find Frappe?
Okay. Now another hero is Mehta.
So how was the Frappe partnership journey?
Hi, Gavya.
Yeah, hi sir. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Okay. So first of all, thanks for joining me, sir. So in the few weeks back, you reached 14th year at Anther Tech. So that made me to invite you to my YouTube channel, just to cover your story, and I just want to hear unfiltered story of your journey. I think you started as a solopreneur, and now you turned out to and you made some beautiful team behind, and they are working around on projects and all. So yeah, just want to start with the unfiltered thing, okay? Because there are many young entrepreneurs like me, can inspire by you, by your journey, and you are also bootstrapped. So in that way it will inspire many of us. So yeah, welcome again. And yeah, I just want to start with first question as who actually Mathew Chacko is in your point of view.
Okay. Mathew Chacko is actually a you can say I would always like to be standing out, from the crowd. So I always think differently, and I would also like to have my ideas to come into life. That is what my end of the journey should reflect. So that is me. I was a solopreneur. Earlier I was working, and then solopreneur, and now entrepreneur. My solopreneur, let me start again from the beginning. So I worked around 22 years in the servers in different organizations, multinational company, manufacturing company, then international organization, multiple India, abroad, Far East, different parts of the world also I have worked in. And with that, I always got fascinated and curious to know about how large organizations work. And that was one of the, thing, hooked into me. I used to try to find out, what are the departments in each organization. Manufacturing has a different set of organization. Then in international organization, if you go, it is a different set of departments are there. So, it always fascinated me, and, the curiosity, kept me active and, walking through. And when, time came and I came back to India for good, so I thought I will start entrepreneurial journey. So that's how I started in 2011.
Okay.
2011 I started. I just formed the company, and I was doing services to non-profit organization. Basically, that is how my start was. And then from there, slowly, people started knowing me because I was new to this place. And one more thing is I'm from Cochin, but I never lived in Cochin earlier. Okay. So I grew up north of India. Some people call me Mallu from Odisha. Okay. So I always grew up outside, and I didn't had any base here. But I knew one thing, bit by bit only one can grow. It's not one next day you cannot be a big guy. Otherwise you have to born with a silver spoon.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I started. So one by one, I was trying to solve problem of non-profit organizations and then some companies and all. Then my my reference or my colleagues, ex-colleagues and all started referring me to different companies. So that's how I got again some big break, like working for big companies like pharmaceutical company for 8,000 employees for whom I was helping them to build HRMS solution. So that's how then it was on a retainership basis, and things were going good, and so slowly I was building up thing. And then I after some time I encountered BNI, where BNI is Business Network International, where I found that like-minded people are there, like me. Professional people are there, and so with whom I can mingle with whom I can interact with in the same language. Yeah, so that again inspired me and tried to hook onto it. So that's how I started, and then in BNI also many colleagues helped me in my journey. They also started giving me business. I also referring them businesses. So it was a wonderful time with BNI, and that's how one of my friend also helped me in the journey to move out from home office to a solopreneur to entrepreneurship, and that's how I started again building the team. First one was Chacko. First he joined, so I thought I should take a place, and we should start growing it. Again, it was bit by bit and slow and steady. Since I was bootstrapping myself, I couldn't able to start with 10 or 15 or 20 people in one shot. So one by one I was adding, and as the project was increasing, and I was adding one by one. So that helped me. It was a lot of learning in this 14 years. Every year was a new journey, and I saw every year I'm growing. Also, I'm maturing myself, and my eagerness to scale high is also, increasing every year after year. So I have plans, I want to launch some products. I want to, what I'm doing now. I think that would be my bread and butter, that's how, that's me, Mathew, Chacko,
Yeah, that's great, sir. Actually, you have mentioned your journey with the BNI and how power of networking helps you a lot. So, what actually Anther is? How you can define Anther? What the name is?
Yeah, name is, it has got two meaning. One is it's a fusion of my daughter's name. And Anther is a botanical name, which is called, pollen, which attracts, the pollen of the flower, which attracts, for...
Okay, that's how the logo also summarized, right?
Exactly. So it's a little bit of flowerish and, So it's basically attraction and, attracting customer and staying with it and growing together. That is what Anther is.
Great. Okay. So this is fine, sir, actually, but I want to look behind your day-to-day journey. So because as a business owner, you will be traveling a lot and managing the team side by side, and some operational works are there here and there. So how you're managing, how your day look like? Is it scheduled? Because mindset is everything, right? For being an entrepreneur. So how you are whenever I see you, you are always positive. So how you are keeping it in the same level, or how it is?
First thing, I know things are not in my hand. So I have to take everything positively, and that's one of the biggest learning I have in my, in my life altogether. I always try to, step aside and look at it how we can solve the problem. If I am inside the problem, then there will be stress, there will be problem, and there will be issues. So always I step out and look at it, and I try to guide them guide people, guide my staff and every employee. So that's how I always try to stay cool. I'm a calm person by nature.
So you are doing day-to-day exercise, like fitness activities, right?
Yes,
So
fitness also. I do early morning. I get up at 5, and then by around 6:30, I do maybe half an hour to 45 minutes stretch exercises. Sometime treadmill. Sometime going out for a walk. Wherever I am, it could be. While traveling also in Pune, I sometimes go out and just walk early in the morning. So that keeps my blood circulation, throughout the body and keep me good. But I remember my young days where I used to, stay late night and hook into the problem to solve it. So those days were also there. But now I am matured and I feel like I should be handling things differently. Look things differently, how things can be more simple, and how customer experience can be great.
Okay, got it. So currently, Anther is mostly focused on what are the AI industries, sir?
Anther is mainly focusing on manufacturing is there, then retail and distributions, then education is there. We are trying to get into healthcare also, which is not easy at the moment. But we are trying hard.
Okay. So as you mentioned, you were a solopreneur at some time. Then you navigated into a team settling up and all. So how was the journey? How difficult it is? Because you were so long you are on a solopreneur journey, and it will be a different set, right, when it comes to team. So other than you are also a techie person at first. So technical is different from the entrepreneurship side. So
exactly,
what are the things we need to learn as an entrepreneur just to move from the technical side? That is different. This is different. So how you handle that?
For that, the first thing is, building the team is the first main thing, where I was also struggling, finding the right people. I know, Kavya, you have also helped me in that journey, selecting the right people, helping in the interview and consulting us. So that also helped us a lot in identifying good people. But still a long way to go, because I realized that it's a ongoing process. We should not think that we will get the expert from the day one. This all are by learning. So that's how I started, building the team and started delegating things. Earlier, everything I was doing from, it could be accounts, could be sales, could be coding thing, fixing thing, attending the call of the customer, everything I was attending. And now slowly, I have, each project has a head and each project is driving by itself. So that is a inspiration when I look at it.
Great, sir, actually. So, okay. So how you find, Frappe? At what stage you found Frappe?
Frappe, when I had a entrepreneurial, I mean, what you call, enterprise company in my mind always.
Okay.
And when I see at SMEs, they don't have anything. They have only either Excel or notebooks and all, those kind of things. So I was always thinking how I can bridge the gap. Earlier, the question was bridging the IT. Now it is bridging the streamlining of the business itself. Large enterprises can afford it, big ERPs and all. But what about SMEs? What about small and medium sized businesses? They were finding it difficult. Even if they buy a big system, they were unable to sustain it because most of the cash was going to maintaining that software. And I always liked, streamlining business part of it. Like initially I started with CRM, then HR. There are different. To start with, I was from beginning itself. I was a open source enthusiast, and that's how I was looking at open source solution. And then I found CRM, a open source CRM, then open source HR, and that I started pushing to the people. Then I come across, one ERP which has got everything together. Otherwise we can't call it a ERP unless each and every department of the organization is not interlinked. So then I found one ERP. But I was not happy. It was at the time it called Tiny ERP, and then I think they now renamed it to Odoo. Yeah. Then Open ERP, and then I think Odoo. That was their journey. But I was finding it difficult to manage that, maintain it, and all. Even they approached me for partnership also, but I was not comfortable, and it was not welcoming. So then I encountered, ERP Next actually, and that attracted me a lot. And when I saw Rushab's one of the keynote message, and that touched me a lot. Like his philosophy touched me a lot, and that's how. Like in open source, I admire. One is the Linux kernel maintainer, Linus, and then Ubuntu's Mark Shuttleworth. They are my, heroes, you can say. Who inspired me. His keynote message has actually inspired me to hook into ERP Next and the Frappe journey. That's how I ended up there, and I found that it's 100% open source. There is no tag attached to it, and that really inspired me a lot to go towards that. Even if there may be a shortfall, but it is okay because it's a journey again, and who all are there with the journey is more important. And how we are building the ecosystem is very important. Yeah, and they were doing everything right. That's what I will say. Yeah.
Okay, so you were being like a part of Frappe community from version 12 or?
Yes, version 12.
Okay. So how this
I implemented version 12 for a retail chain store. And and then there was a lot of difficulties in that. And now when I see the version 15, it's a lot of difference, and more friendlier, more better UI, better approach. Design thinking is better. Yeah. And I feel a lot can be done, but again, it's a step by step. I have got many more ideas which I want to try it out in ERP Next itself, and showcase to Frappe community.
Okay, we are looking forward to it. So yeah, that's great. So how was the Frappe partnership journey? Like Anther is a official Frappe partner, right? So
yes.
How was the journey actually?
Yeah, we are. I think since last 4-5 years we are partnered with him, and it has really helped us. One thing is it is listed in their site so that people can trust us more.
Correct.
That is one thing, and they regularly conduct trainings and all. So with that, Frappe partners are more up to date, so that we can get good customers, quality customers. So we were only focusing on quality customers, and so that's how it helped us.
Okay, great. So that's great. So the next question is you are in this industry 14 years. Just imagine you are starting today your entrepreneur journey. So how you approach, because you have this vast round of knowledge and the struggles you've gone through and the decisions you make kept you in this place. just imagine, like, in case if you start today, so what you do and how the approach is.
Today, yeah, if people don't know me, then it is, or know the organization, it is very difficult, to get a project actually. So always, start helping others. That's how, my suggestion will be to start and see, like, your capabilities and how, and your partnership and all, everything should be in place so that you are trusted from the beginning. And there is something called to make more trustable, to have all legal and compliance side also should be in place. Otherwise, you don't know. We can't trust everyone. Like, I believe in zero trust approach. Legal side also should be very clear. And I don't know whether I answered the question.
Yeah,
What
actually.
you
Yeah. You answered it actually.
Okay.
So yeah, that's great actually. And so what's your, like, plan for the next 10 years or 5 years?
Yeah. My plan is Frappe journey will be there. I like the idea of low code, no code solutioning, and ERP implementation will be one of the unit in my organization, and then another unit will be like ideation, and where I will be making different products and making it a SaaS model and taking it forward. So this is what I'm looking at, and so currently I'm building some business models and doing different courses, how to take that forward, and how the team structure should be. Like, I am now coming back to the previous one, like, because learning is very important. Once I did a course of CXO course, and now I feel like I should sometimes start big, maybe take the funding and start big. That could be another approach. And maybe for some products I may do that. Otherwise, I should find some one big customer or funding. Either one of this has to be there. Otherwise, it will be difficult to take it forward. So in next 5 years, yes, I am looking at 2 products going to the market, and more customers, at least 50 customers should be lined up, strong quality customers working for it. Yeah. And we should be helping the community to grow. Those who want to use it without any, by themselves, if anyone wants to use ERP, we want to facilitate that one also.
Okay, got it. So yeah, I'm looking forward for the products that you're gonna launch, and yeah, I'm seeing you grow day by day. Like, I was part of you, like, in the 2 years, and I know, like, how you are, like, moving forward, and by, like, it's like, tiny tiny decisions you made that made you to place yourself in this place. So yeah, all the best for it. And then last year, 13th anniversary, right? Like, for Anther, you invited all the peoples who part of the journey, like, and then give them a treat or the celeb you done. So this is not like, every entrepreneur do, like, because, like, even you invited your customers as well, and your team and your colleagues. So how important is for an entrepreneur to cherish the people in like, the beautiful event and all, like, you conducting it, right? So how important it is? It's more than a business actually.
Yeah, so it was a success, like, because all were the part of the success. So I felt like giving it back, say thank you to each and every one. So that was the main purpose and idea, so that we can again go to the next level together. in all aspects, in growth in monetary wise, relationship wise, friendship wise, everything should grow to the next level. So that was the main idea, and I like community. I like growing together, teamwork. So that was just the part of that. That gesture was just a part of that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good of you. Okay. Fine. So you were mentioning about the networking, the power of networking, and all. So how it is important, like how
Yeah.
if someone starts today the networking area, like how they can approach it.
Yeah, networking is a journey again. It's not like, you go into a networking community and you start getting a business. No. Here again, what we do in networking is building relationship. So unless you won't build relationship, the people won't trust you. You have to show like how much you care others by helping others. That is in networking, helping others is very important. If you help others, when they get an opportunity, they will do the same to you also. So that's how here business also comes. We in networking, if I can give some business, I can refer some business to my networking colleague. They also feel just like, they grow because of we gave business to them. So they also look business for us. So it becomes in the networking community like BNI, it becomes each member becomes a salesperson of you, and they work for you. So it's a business development.
Yeah. So networking is not just like attending some events and like getting
No.
together.
And
So
in networking there is a rule like follow up. If you don't follow up, then that node or that network will die. So in follow up in BNI, what we learn is 24/7/30. Within 24, if you like someone or with whom you want to get connected and stay connected, so within 24 hours you have to send a message, thanking them and all. And within 7 days you should connect them in social media, and within 30 days you should try to meet them in person. So that's how you build relationship and then keep going.
yeah, it's about a cycle we need to follow, like to
Yes.
take like immediate to just to build the intent to like network together. Okay, so it's all about helping people, and via that,
Yeah.
if there is any like relationship happen, then automatically business will pump in. Yeah.
Yeah, and identifying the referral partner.
Okay.
Referral partner is very important. Like who can give you continuous business. If I get a client, he will, for me, he will give me only one business.
Correct. Okay. Mm.
Yeah. But referral partner is someone, who will give continuous business.
Correct. Yeah, they will be like
So,
act as a like business partners.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we in my networking community, I look for referral partners, and I try to build relationship with them so that the continuous business flows. At least the referral keep flowing. So that will be my pipeline kind of a thing, and so that I can work on converting.
Okay. Got it. So yeah, the next one is like you're building a team. Like whenever there is some like choice happen, you will be like approaching in a positive way, because like in this world like there are lots of recession happen, and like people are coming in and going out, but retaining people is not easier. So how you made your team in a positive mindset, and whenever there is a struggle, how you approach it.
I try to listen to them, like what are their problems, and then try to help them and try to give the industry standard rate also, so that they are happy, all are happy, and I value their decisions. So that is one thing. I think that people will stick on to me.
Yeah, like when it comes to business, people building skill is like that is the higher end. Like
Yeah.
if people love to work with you, then everything can be handled by its own way.
Exactly. Yeah.
So how about the delegating the works and all? Initially, you were mentioning I'm doing the sales, like the accounts and marketing. Now you delegate your work, right? So how you can identify whether this person can handle?
Yeah, first I give small work and see like whether he is handling it properly. There may be some shortfall also, but if he's doing 60, 70% or 50% of things right, that's enough. And on the go, maybe on the second project, he will improve further. That's how I identify if he or she is having capability. And I give full freedom for them. They can come up with idea. They can tell us how to take it, how to close it, how to complete the project in time and all. They can give their strategy, they can give their idea. So I give full freedom to them.
Mm-hmm.
And if any input I have to give, I give them, and that's how I delegate it. Yeah.
Okay, so while delegation, like freedom,
Freedom is
takes
very
a major
important.
place. Yeah.
Giving freedom to the employee to take decisions. Yeah.
Got it. So yeah, when it comes to client, you are implementing ERP next to many clients, right? Like how it is, like the journey of implementation.
It's not easy. They expect a lot of things. At the beginning, they don't say anything. Maybe a one word like "I want ERP to be implemented." That's it. Some could be like that. Some could be okay. I need this module. We have to do it. But when we start, what are the expectations? Just I want this all module. That's it. But when you start implementing it, then they say, no, I want this, I want that, this has to be like this, I need, fully 100% automation with one click, where the differences start arising it. And it's very challenging. And also, what my approach is then I divide things phase by phase and modular approach. Good that we have a agile methodology. We can implement module by module, so they can see it, they can feel it, and then they can suggest it, and then what can be taken to the next level can be taken to the next phase. Yeah.
Got it. So it is more of user centric. At the start, we can't
Yes.
identify any the right requirement. So it's a journey actually.
It's a journey.
Yeah. So okay, as you mentioned, it's a complete a journey together. When it comes to implementation.
So we treat customer as a partner.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. So you are working with some customers, right? Right now you're doing some implementation. So what are the industries? Is there any clientele you can mention?
What are the industries? One is textile manufacturing is there.
Okay.
Then education institute, after school education institutes are there. And retail chain, textile retail chains are there. Then another manufacturing, like engineering manufacturing, that is the kitchen equipment manufacturing is also there. Yeah, these are the industries we have catered to.
Okay. So the major struggle is on any particular module, or while implementing, user adoption is the main thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
is there any particular module made so many reiteration, or how it is the journey?
Yeah, I will say in the retail sector, we had POS had a lot of issue. I thought we will plug in the existing one, but the customer didn't accept it. Then we started using one third-party POS system, and that also was okay, but maybe 30 to 40% was meeting the requirement. But their expectation was too much. Then we started customizing that one, and then while customizing, we found it is again difficult to sustain And because when the new version is coming up, we are unable to migrate to 15. Then we thought like we will develop a POS system itself on on Frappe UI. So that's how we started a new POS system. So hopefully soon it will be released to the customer and then to the world. Yeah.
Okay, so being in the Frappe ecosystem, this is an advantage, right? Like whenever you find difficulties, you can build you can build your product with all the thoughts around and live use cases. So
and because and also when we are working in a company, while working for this project itself, we can see the problem customer is facing it. That is really important. Like now we are building one product that also I was involved in that activity to learn what are the difficulties are there, and how in the new product that will should not be there. So that helps a lot. Being you have to fold your sleeves, you have to get to the field, and you have to really use it, try it out, and see what is the pain and how we can simplify that one. That is very important. Yeah, that's how some of the products are coming out now for us. Yeah.
Okay. So this purely means the feedback. Feedback is mainly important to any business. So how you approach positive feedback is
even when you will see you can feel the pain.
Correct. Understood.
The struggle what customer is having. So I don't want to if I am standing and working in that place, I should not be having this much of discomfort or problem. So that has given us decision to go for a new product, develop a new product. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, when there is a struggle, we can use technologies and automation just to deploy it in a acceptable way. Okay. So when it comes to again the feedback point, how you approach bad feedback, because that is very important, right? For a business, we'll be getting the positive and negative feedback. So positive feedback is fine, it will always boost us, but the negative feedback we need to hear as an entrepreneur, right? So what is your strategy behind in the approach of bad feedback?
Yeah, we have received a lot of bad feedbacks and all, but I have taken it positively. That means there is a scope for improvement. That is one thing. So we tell customer, give us 1 or 2 days, we will come up with a answer. We are not saying that we will come up with a solution. We will come up with an answer, and then we sit together and brainstorm it, what solution can be given, and how important is that for the customer. Everything evaluated, and if customization is required, then we do the customization, and if we have to build the product, we will build the product.
Got it. Okay. So the next thing is even though you are an entrepreneur, you should not stop learning, right? Learning is the key. So how are you learning every day, and what are the strategies behind?
Yes, I learn every day. In my networking community also, we have every week we learn, and I do some courses also, like management courses, and I have now purchased many books also. That also I have started reading it. So learning should be a lifelong learning. If you stop learning, you are stop growing.
It should be integrated, as a habit. Correct. So the final thing actually, so final question from my end. So one side you are an solopreneur, and another side you have a good team. In between, I think there is a transition period where you outsource to other companies. That also happens. So how good is Frappe ecosystem. Is there any advantages of outsourcing? What are the drawbacks you faced particularly? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we have a Frappe ecosystem, people around us, it is easy. It is good to have so that when we need, when we have to scale, when we have pressure, we can outsource things. When we don't have capability in house for certain things, we can. Like earlier, we had only functional consultants. We didn't had any development technical people. So we used to outsource to different organizations like you. That has also helped us helped us to be staying minimalist. And when a lot of work is coming, then we can build our own team. That also, in that journey also, it helped us. Yeah, regarding the skill set, understanding the requirement is very important. Once that is clear, I think it will work, because most of the time what happens is the requirement is not clear. Even customer doesn't know, even other side. So we try to build something and showcase it, and then work around on that. That also happens many times.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So outsourcing us also helps to navigate the
Yeah,
business when
it's
there is a
helped.
right collaboration happens with the skill sets.
Exactly.
Okay, okay, got it. Yeah, actually, that's it, sir. Actually, from my end. First of all, yeah,
Okay.
thanks for. You want to tell more anything? You want to share
Uh,
something? Because I'm throwing you lots of questions, but I want to give you a space. You want to tell something? Yeah, you can.
yeah, I think I found the right technology, that is Frappe. I feel it's a right technology, and many things can be done with it. So only thing is, how we look at it, how we want to use it. So again, now what I am trying to do is, now my team, everything is set. Like now I am stepping it back and trying to look at it like, if this is there, it is good. If that is there, it's good. So a lot of idea is started flowing in now. From my past experience, like I have seen HR solution from PeopleSoft to different big applications, like how UN worked in HR solutions, how they were using the HR. I mean, I know what are components required and all, but now we got kind of a slate kind of a thing, like where we can draw it, or we can design our own thing, which could be very interesting for end user. Yeah.
Correct. Okay. So it's the framework itself have the capability
Very
to play
powerful. Yeah.
around with our own set of automation
Yeah.
or ideas that can be.
Otherwise, yeah, in like proprietary companies, we have to depend upon them for things. Unless they don't provide those kind of features, we cannot implement it here. We can think of something new and implement it in this.
Okay. So how many decisions are you making in a day? Is there any measurable count?
Not really. Yeah, as and when it comes.
Yeah, since you practice some fitness activities, I think making you calm and that helps to take a clear decision, right? Because it will be
Right.
lots of chaos, like when you travel and handling team on side, and some problems coming in. It's your responsibility to make a decision, right, at the end as a founder. So yeah, I think the building of you stack habits, I think so, you bundled up the relevant skill sets and the habits that can help you grow personally and professionally, and that
Exactly.
made you strong actually, and you keep on running. So that even a positive with the positive energy. So yeah, you really inspired us actually. Yeah.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Thanks for joining me, sir. again. Looking forward, to see all your contributions and the products that you are going to release to the market. And yeah, happy to see you growing with the team and started implementing and getting the feedback from the clients and improving yourself and the team day by day, and to just to move upwards. And yeah, all the best from our end as well. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
All the
you.
very best. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.